First of all, introduction for aquaculture industry. The breeding, raising and harvesting of fish, shellfish, algae and other organisms in various water habitats is known as aquaculture. Technology has made it possible to cultivate food in open ocean and coastal marine areas, which has raised demand for seafood. Aquaculture is a technique used to rebuild population of threatened and endangered species, restore habitat and replace wild stock, and create food and other commercial items. Aquaculture can be divided into two primary categories, which is freshwater and marine.
1.2 Introduction for Zooplankton. Zooplankton play a crucial role in aquaculture as a natural and highly nutritious food source for fish and shrimp larvae. These microscopic help aquatic creatures thrive, survive, and develop. Controlling zooplankton population enhance ecosystem balance and production efficiency. They play a vital part in aquaculture operations that are sustainable.
Next, introduction for fish meal. Fish meal is a powder made from cooked fish flesh that has been roughly crushed. Originally a necessary fertilizer, fish meal is now largely used as animal feed, especially for pets, pig, chicken, mink, and fish raised on farms. Some oily fish, such as menhaden, anchovies, herring, and pickerel, are the main source of fish meal and its byproduct, fish oil. In aquaculture, the growth and effectiveness of rotifers, copepod, and moina as live feed are impacted by limited understanding of how they develop under different environmental conditions.
For the primary objective of this research is to investigate the effects of varying environmental conditions such as temperature, salinity, and nutrient availability on the growth and efficiency of zooplankton as live feed in aquaculture systems.
Let's start with the hypothesis of this study. The independent variable here is the type of zooplankton, which include rotifer, copepods, and moina. The dependent variable is the growth rate or population size of this zooplankton. To make sure the results are reliable, we are control variable like the amount of fish meal given and the water condition. Now, for the hypothesis, the null hypothesis states that there is no significant difference in growth of rotifer, copepod, and moina when they are fed with fish meal. But our alternative hypothesis suggests the opposite, that there is significant difference in their growth when fed with fish meal. So our study aims to test which one is true based on the data collected.
5.0 Research question. How do variation in environmental conditions affect the growth rates of zooplankton in aquaculture system? This research question was chosen because environmental conditions such as temperature, salinity, and nutrient availability directly influence the growth and reproduction of zooplankton, which serve as vital life feed in aquaculture. By studying how different environmental factors impact their growth rates, aquaculture system can be improved for efficiency and sustainability, leading to better production outcomes. This research also contributes to maintaining ecological balance in aquaculture environment.
So here is 6.1. Introduce the topic importance. Zooplankton are very important in aquaculture, especially as a live feed for fish larvae. At the early stage of fish development, these larvae rely heavily on zooplankton for survival. This is not just about their nutrient content, but also their growth rate, which directly affect the health of juvenile fish. One of the nutrient source for zooplankton is fish meal. Fish meal is protein-rich byproduct from aquaculture waste. Using fish meal is beneficial because it improves the nutritional value of the live feed and also promotes sustainability by reducing waste. So, understanding how fish meal affect the growth of different zooplankton can help improve aquaculture system, making them more efficient and environmentally friendly.
Then, problem or gaps for this research are, from our perspective, studying zooplankton communities and their growth is tough due to several challenges. Their population are highly sensitive to environmental change like temperature, nutrient levels, and population, making assessments tricky. Most studies focus on marine ecosystem, so there are few standardized methods for studying zooplankton in lakes and rivers. Additionally, more research is needed to understand how climate change affects their population structure in both freshwater and ocean environments.
6.3 Explain who will benefit. The first one is aquaculture farmers, which they can optimize feed strategies and enhance level survival rates, leading to improved production and profitability. Second, fisheries industry. Understanding zooplankton dynamics help maintain healthy fish population, ensuring stable fisheries resources. The third one is consumers. Better management of aquaculture leads to high quality seafood production, ensuring food security and safety.
So this is how it contributes to aquaculture ecosystem. And for the first one is monitoring ecosystem health. One of the main benefits of assessing zooplankton communities is their ability to keep an eye on the health of ecosystems. Population of zooplankton can act as biomarkers, which means they can give us important information about change in the environment. For example, change in zooplankton communities may indicate the presence of pollutants, variations in temperature, or even change in water quality. And for the second one is enhancing fish production in aquaculture. Fish larvae and juveniles frequently consume zooplankton including copepods, moina, and rotifers as live food. We can better understand and optimize the conditions required for the mass production by conducting research on their growth. We can increase the growth and survival of fish in aquaculture by making sure that these organisms are easily accessible as healthy feed. This will decrease the need for artificial feeds and ultimately increase the sustainability and efficiency of fish farming. And lastly, another contribution of researching zooplankton communities is an understanding of aquatic food webs. Primary producers like phytoplankton and higher trophic levels like fish and invertebrates depend on zooplankton. We can learn a great deal about the dynamics and structure of the entire food web by analyzing their communities. Since any change in zooplankton populations can have an impact on the health of the entire aquatic ecosystems. This research helps in maintaining the sustainability and balance of ecosystems. So for the aquaculture industry continues to grow quickly and has grown in importance as a source of protein for human use. The demand for aquaculture is expected to rise to 62% of global production by 2030 because to the growing global populations. According to 2018 report, 46% of total production was attributed to aquaculture demands, given the present encouraging trends. This percentage could rise significantly in the years to come. China continues to be a major producer of aquaculture worldwide.
7.2 Literature Review for Zooplankton in Aquaculture. Fish larvae easily digest soluble protein, making zooplankton an important live feed in aquaculture. And enrichment techniques enhance their nutritional composition, improving growth, survival, and stress resistance. Although zooplankton naturally contain high protein, enrichment is necessary for large-scale hatchery production. This review explored the benefits and future potential of zooplankton enrichment in boosting aquaculture sustainability.
So for fish meal application in aquaculture industry, despite rapid ingredient innovation worldwide, fish meal continues to be one of the most nutritionally balanced ingredients for aquafeed, piglet and pet diets. All forms of animal feed must have protein, and the quality of the protein sets one item apart from another. To encourage growth, the diet must contain essential amino acids. Although plant-based meals and concentrates are high in protein, they are deficient in certain essential amino acids such as cysteine, methionine, and lysine, which are found in large quantities in fish meal. Another justification for using fish meal as a feed ingredient is its superior fatty acid profile.
7.4. Any previous study? Yes. This topic has been explored in several studies. For example, Ramley 2020 found that rotifer fed with fish meal had much higher reproduction and growth rates. And Oi 2019 also reported that copepods fed with fish meal had a better biomass and survival compared to those on a regular diet. Zainal 2018 showed that Moina also benefited from fish meal, showing improved nutrition and population density. Finally, 2021 used a similar approach and confirmed that protein-rich diets enhance zooplankton productivity overall. All these studies support the idea that using fish meal improve the quality of live feed, which is vital in aquaculture operation. Okay, now let's talk about the study gaps related to this topic. Even though many studies have been done, there are still some clear gaps. Most of the research was done in labs or hatcheries, not in real life situation like at UIT and MUKA. So we don't know how well the result apply in actual condition. Also, there aren't many comparison between rotifer, copepods and Moina when they're fed under the same condition. This make it hard to know which one work best. Another gap is the lack of study using local fish meal, especially from aquaculture waste. It could be a cheaper or more sustainable feed, but not much research has looked into that. And lastly, there's not lots of research focused on Sarawak or East Malaysia. This show a lack of local data that could be really useful for the region. So, in short, we still need more real-life study, comparison, local feed option and research based in East Malaysia.